Hey guys, what's going on? Seth here with IMS Academy and the training vlog. We got Nighthawk, and this week we're just doing straight up wrestling, grappling, rolling, whatever you want to call it. But normally when you tune into our videos, what we're doing is, I'm putting myself in a deficit, or we're doing side control, back takes, something to that effect. But we're just starting on our feet and we're just rolling. And this is a very grueling aspect, and working the clinch and the pummels. Andrew wants to work more on his wrestling, and good for him. He's like, let's do this. I said, no problem, let's do it. Right here, I tried for this shot, and you see he already had his left arm underhook there, and it's very hard to get takedowns when your opponent has contact or a single underhook. Now what I've done is I've got his back to the mat. I'm able to clasp my hands, I step around, I'm able to get that body lock takedown. Just because I pushed his back into the ropes there, he wasn't able to move his hips away, and I was able to get the angle on him. So his hips were no longer square. Right now he's trying to get his legs back in the fight here, and I go sort of to a north-south position. There it is, north-south to the side, and he's taking that arm up and right underneath my hips. So I'm just going to be light on my toes and see if I can kind of cook that arm a little bit. But he's got it against my power, my hips. He's getting his legs back in the fight. You see him hook. That's good there. He's got that half guard. He's working this lockdown here. And I need to escape the lockdown. So what I need to start doing is, here I go. I get the underhook on this arm. He needs to watch out for Japanese neckties. It's a bread and butter submission of mine. Or jumping the guillotine. As long as he has that butterfly hook there, I cannot jump the guillotine. I'd have to pull him up and then sacrifice to my back and then wrap the guard. And there's just too many steps there with somebody who's got good submission defense to get all that in one. I add pressure on him as he gets the butterflies here, and he keeps turning left or right. We need to see a little bit more urgency to try to create some space and separation, or create scrambles, and Nighthawk's not really doing that. But right here he does, is he's able to get me over the top, and he tries to wrestle me, but I scramble when I get to my back. See, I don't get complacent with being in a deficit position. Snap him down, turn to the side, get a hook in, and this is all I need to start going to work right now. I don't have both hooks in. I'm not working the lockdown, but Andrew's not really wrestling with his legs too much here, and he should be turning over to the other side, but he's allowing my right forearm to get behind his shoulder here, and as it does that, is this short choke's going to get tighter and tighter. He's not wrestling with his legs, not really wrestling with his arms, and even though he goes to the correct side to defend, it's a little too late now. It was too deep, and that's the submission. So more urgency in those deficit positions, and a little bit more scrambling for Nighthawk. Here we go, standing up again, slap hands, let's go. And now again, there's a little snap down, and as he gives me a little resistance to get his posture back, I level change all the way down, just vine behind the knees and get just a nice little double. And Andrew's in a deficit position here again. But here it is, he goes to the side, and there's two things that I'm going to do to him here. I'm either going to take his back, or three things: take his back, flatten him out, or hit him with the arm triangle. Now we've been working arm triangle defense a lot, and I haven't got any arm triangles on Nighthawk in, I don't know, a few weeks. It's been very successful, and he's been very good, but he's still allowing me to get this position. As you see, he's not, if he turns his back to the mat and gets those shoulder blades flat, it's a wrap. Like, I'm gonna recapitalize on that position, and that's it. But he's not really getting out of here, and I need him to either turn all the way down to sacrifice to make something happen. And so I'm gonna go for this arm triangle anyway, and it's gonna be a tough arm triangle to get. And he feels that, starting to work that rear naked choke and turn him down, and I'm going to start to flatten him out. And immediately, he doesn't want to get flattened out, because that's like the worst. It's like a death sentence. So right now I've got the side, his back is flat. You see he's already starting to work, but my right leg is caught underneath his body. So I get back on top, I free my right leg, and now I just keep my left leg in between, so he's not able to turn his hips away from me, and his back is not quite flat. You see that right arm? It looks like he almost wants to tap as I'm starting to put pressure. I'm trying to drive my nose down to the mat. It's starting to get tighter. You can see him, he's struggling here. He's working to get out. Very tough submission here. I'm putting all of it in there. I almost have to give it up, but I'm finally gonna get the tap here. Good roll, Nighthawk. Thanks for checking us out, guys, and we out.